You know how sometimes you wake up in the middle of the night and the world feels wrong? That's exactly how it started for me. It was just another night in my apartment. Quiet, one-bedroom place I'd been renting for about a year. Nothing fancy, but it was home. I'd fallen asleep on the couch watching some late-night TV. The sound of rain tapping against the windows like a lullaby. Everything was normal, until it wasn't. Around 3 a.m., I woke up. Not like a peaceful, groggy, "Oh, what time is it?" wake up. This was different. It felt like something had pulled me out of sleep, yanked me awake, and shoved me into alertness. The apartment was dead silent, too silent. Even the rain had stopped. I sat up, heart already racing for no good reason, and that's when I noticed it. My bedroom door, which I always keep closed at night, was slightly open, just a crack. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's probably just the wind or something, right? Maybe I left the window open. Maybe I forgot to fully close the door. I tried to convince myself of that too, but no matter how hard I tried to rationalize it, something just felt off. I mean, I never leave the door open. I stared at that sliver of darkness for what felt like hours, but it was probably just a few minutes. Every instinct in me screamed not to move, not to go check, but I couldn't just sit there, you know. I had to know if someone had broken in. So, like an idiot in every horror movie, I got up. The floorboards creaked under my feet as I made my way toward the door, each step feeling heavier than the last. My hand reached out for the doorknob, and I swear, just as I was about to touch it, I heard it, a whisper. It wasn't clear, like someone was standing right next to me. No. This was faint, almost like it was coming from inside the room. I froze, pulling my hand back like I'd been burned. My heart was pounding in my chest, so loud I was sure whoever or whatever was in there could hear it. I pressed my ear to the door, barely breathing, and that's when I heard it again, this time a little louder. A low, raspy whisper, my name. I backed up so fast I nearly tripped over my own feet. This wasn't real. This couldn't be happening. I was wide awake, but it felt like I was trapped in some kind of nightmare. I stood there staring at that cracked door, debating whether to run or hide or, hell, I don't know, call someone. But then, the door slowly, so painfully slowly, started to open on its own. I'm not proud of what I did next. I panicked. I ran straight for the front door, grabbed my keys off the counter, and bolted out of the apartment without looking back. I didn't stop until I was in my car, soaked from the rain that had started back up again, shaking like a leaf. I spent the night at a friend's place. Told them some lame excuse about a power outage or something. I couldn't bring myself to talk about what actually happened. It sounded too crazy, even to me. The next day, I went back to the apartment, fully expecting to find signs of a break-in, or at least something that would explain what I'd heard. But everything was exactly where I'd left it. The windows were locked, the door hadn't been tampered with. But here's the thing that really messed with me. On my bedroom floor, right near the door, was a single wet footprint, not mine, and no one else had been in there. I don't know what opened that door. I don't know what whispered my name in the dark, but I do know one thing. Whatever it was, it's still in that apartment.